What up, dude? And welcome to Let's Side Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. It's your man, Curt Steele. Today is Monday, May 22nd, 2023. On deck for today's show, we discuss how Lions rookie defensive tackle Brodric Martin plans to have an instant impact on defense. I give you an update on the Lions OTAs. And finally, LL asks, which injured player are you looking forward to returning? But before we get into all that, man, it's time to bring in the rest of the crew. Fresh on a Monday morning, you know who it is. It's the ladies' pet, the men's regret. You ain't seen nothing yet. Your auntie's favorite player, LL Cool Torrance. What's going on, my dude?
Was a Proud Nation and happy Monday.
Man, and y'all know who it is. It's the cooking pride of Jackson, Michigan, because he a chef. He cooks it up in the ring. He cooks it up on the show. And he does some coaching on the side, man, because, you know, he Baby D. It's my man who?
It's the Wolverine, Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
Let's get this thing started.
Right now.
Let's go.
Detroit Lions talk, baby.
Welcome to Detroit. All right, welcome back to the show, people. Coach Jones, you up first today, man. What you got?
Yeah, so let's talk about this third-round pick that everybody is kind of wondering about, and that's Brodric Martin, the defensive tackle, who is a huge individual at 6'5", over 330 pounds. You know, him being from a smaller school, people probably plan on like, oh, he'll take a while. He'll be on the nah, man. Brodric Martin plans to contribute early, and I'm talking about early. You know, Dan Campbell noted that Bugs is better as a situational guy. He does better, you know, when he's relieved a little bit and he can play situationally. So Brodric Martin moves into play right there at 6'5", 330 pounds, man. That, you know, they want Liam McNeil to move to that 3-tech, or maybe it's a 2-tech, whatever they want that other defensive tackle to be. And Brodric Martin being drafted so high is going to be an early contributor. Now, how often, I don't know, but I know that they really want to give Isaiah Bugs a rest. They want him to be fresher. They want him to be more of attacking. I think it has to do more with his body. You know, kind of the wear and tear on the body, and you know, and the thing that Brodric Martin is doing that's one of the most important things is he's watching tape. He's watching film. Not only is he watching film, he's watching film on Fletcher Cox and Chris Jones. Okay, he's trying to figure out how he can use his size and leverage to disturb and disrupt the middle of that defense, man. And there's no better guys in the inside than Fletcher Cox and Chris Jones to study from. So I want to know, man, what do y'all think? How big do you think Brodric Martin's role will be in the first, initially? I won't say even in the first semi-game. Initially, how big of a role do you think Brodric Martin will have? And do you think he is the future 1-tech?
I'm not sure. Okay, because I don't think he'll be a day one starter. I doubt that. I think, really, to be honest with you, I still think that goes to Bugs. I think he has the opportunity to get more playing time than rotational player Benito Jones. To become an immediate contributor, he's going to have to shine during phase 3 of OTAs that starts this week. We'll talk about that later on in the show. But he can really set himself apart, really, during training camp. Like you said, he's 6'5", 330 pounds. That size could be a difference maker on that defensive line. But I'm just not sure. You look at him, he is built to be a difference maker, but he's going to have to really get into the trenches and outshine some of the guys that's already on the team. Because you look at, like you said, Benito Jones, Isaiah Bugs. I mean, you got some guys, Josh Pascal, you know, some of those guys that play different rotational roles on the defensive line. John Kaminsky, but those are kind of NASCAR package guys. I'm not really, worried about those guys. But, you look at a Benito Jones and a seasoned veteran like Isaiah Buggs, he's going to have to really make an impact, facing some of those veteran players coming up in training camp, and especially going to have to make a impact going up against some of those other teams in preseason, going up against the Jaguars and the Giants doing joint practices. But that's how he's going to make that shine, making those efforts doing the joint practices and doing training camp. Not really much he can do doing OTAs just because of the fact that, they're limited in what they can do. But what you got, LL?
If the question is, do I think he's the future? I definitely do. But in what capacity, I'm not sure. But immediate contributor, in some kind of way, yeah. I think he going, like pretty much what Curt just said, he'll be a rotational player, able to keep some of the miles off of Bugs. And if Benito Jones can get on the field, he can get in there as well. But I forget, I don't remember if it was if it was one of us or if it was somebody in the comment cards, but they had mentioned that we need a player like Al Woods. This is our Al Woods pretty much. So I've said that he's going to be what frees up Aleem if the plan is to play him off of the nose. So I think he's going to get a lot of time. I don't know what packages, probably short yardage and stuff like that. No obvious passing downs type stuff. But I think he'll get opportunity. I think he'll get a lot of opportunity in his rookie year. But going forward, this is like we've seen this. They might draft a guy to play a bigger role. Once some other players might transition on or however it goes. So I think that's one of those type of deal. He'll get some opportunity, but his bigger role is coming, whatever is down the road.
Yeah, but he has some sneaky pass rushing skills. I mean, he has good numbers for a defensive tackle against the pass. So I mean, he has to be able to outshine people, and if he can, he can have a immediate impact. But the problem is going to be getting those reps and getting out in front of those guys that's in front of him. So that's going to be the biggest challenge to him. But you
come
looking
from
at
that small school, man.
Yeah,
that's important.
We got the new defensive line coach, Ty Wash, is no longer here, so he may have an opportunity where Wash may have favored some of the guys that were there already. So the new defensive line coach, may give him that chance to shine. So we'll see what's going on with that. Hey, do us a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Be a part of the Prowl Nation family right here on your home for Detroit Lions news and rumors. Detroit Lions on the Prowl. The family discussion topic for today is: do you think Martin will play significant minutes as a rookie? Don't make a bet. I lost that bet last week. Y'all saw me on Free for All Friday. Whew. Don't make that bet with nobody. But do you think Martin will play significant minutes as a rookie? That's the family discussion topic for today. Do us a favor, man. If you're going to get yourself some Lions gear, head over to Fanatics.com. Links in the description below. A portion of the proceeds from that link go to help us grow the content on this channel. Man, I got my water bottle over there. I got so much of my Lions hats and gear I got over there at Fanatics.com. Links in the description below, man. And if you just keep buying stuff and you do that fan cast, you end up getting stuff for free. So head over to Fanatics.com, right in the link in the description below. You get yourself some Wolverine Lion gear, because if you are Wolverine on Saturday and a Lion on Sunday, like we are on this show, go to wolverinelion.com. Coach Jones gonna hook you up. And on June 5th, Wolverine Sport Talk make his premiere over there on his YouTube channel, man. So go ahead and check out my man, Coach Jones, with the Wolverine Sports Talk. He premieres that morning, and in that evening, Detroit Lions on the Prowl Roar will be premiering at 7 p.m. So make sure you check out all those things. June 5th is going to be a big day for the Detroit Lions on the Prowl family. Make sure you check out your man Curt Steele over at SidelineReport.com, and I will start this week at YardBarker.com. So I will be writing for two sites, SidelineReport.com and YardBarker.com. So head over to those sites. Check out your boy Curt Steele doing his thing. Articles coming real soon. So make sure you check my man out. Over there. Man, and y'all know what it is. Go to DetroitLionsOnTheProwl.com and check out what they have going on over there, because, it's going to be revamped here real soon. And make sure you check out Herman Moore and Team 84 at Lions Nation Unite to help us bring you this show. They got so much stuff going on over there at Lions Nation Unite. My man Mike Kimmer be holding it down over there. He's like main content contributor over there. So check out Lions Nation Unite. You can download the app in the Google, Android, or Apple App Store, or you can just go to LionsNationUnite.com and head over there. And while you're over there, get your gear at the LNU shop, man. You get your Curt Steele gear. You get the hat, man. You get the What Up Though shirt. You get the Boss Up and Ball Out shirts, man. All that stuff's right there in the LNU shop. And Lions on the Prowl will be having gear migrating over there as well. So make sure you check it out over there at Lions Nation Unite. All right, so it is OTAs week right here on Detroit Lions on the Prowl, man. The Lions are headed to Allen Park again. We're going to continue the last phase of OTAs. So here we go. On tomorrow, which is Tuesday, the Detroit Lions will enter phase 3 of organized team activities. It will be the first time that the Lions rookie draft class will compete with the veterans, but it's going to be in a limited capacity within the OTA rules set forth by the NFL and the NFLPA. That's the union. So here's a quick summary of what's going to happen over the next 4 weeks in Allen Park. So sessions will be limited to 6 hours a day. During the 4-week training period, the team will conduct 10 OTA sessions over the first 3 weeks. The first 2 weeks are no more than 3 sessions per week. So you'll have 3 days. Like this week could be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So during weeks 1 and 2, a 4th non-OTA workout is allowed, but phase 2 rules apply. There's a different for phase 2, you only could do like passing drills and stuff like that. No one-on-one type of drills can be done in that 4th OTA workout. Just stuff that you can do, maybe some individual drills, but nothing against an opponent. So no coverage or anything like that. So in the third or fourth week, a maximum of 4 OTA sessions are allowed. So that's where you pump it up. And in addition, there will be 1 week of the mandatory minicamp. So you got to remember, OTAs are still voluntary, except for that 3rd week with the Detroit Lions, which will be minicamp week. So during which players can wear, now during the minicamp, the players can wear protective knee and elbow pads and helmets, but no other pads are allowed. Live contact is prohibited. So you can't have live contact, but you can have 707, 907, and 11-on-11 drills are allowed, provided there is no live contact doing that. And teams in the past have gotten fined for doing that and been penalized. In 2021, you had 3 teams that got penalized for having overly aggressive and physical contact during OTAs. The Jacksonville Jaguars were fined $200,000, and the San Francisco 49ers and the Dallas Cowboys were fined $100,000 as organizations. Former Jaguars coach that only lasted a year, Urban Meyer, was fined $100,000, and Mike McCarthy and Kyle Shanahan were both fined $50,000 apiece. So, Dan Campbell going to have those guys out there doing what's right. Aggressive as he is, they stay within the rules. They haven't had it as,
Right.
We know when he came to training camp and they did a full pass, it was in training camp and not mini camp or OTA. So they make sure they kept it 100 and, got within those rules. But that's what will be happening over the next 4 weeks with OTA starting tomorrow in Allen Park. So what do you guys think about the OTA starting, man?
OTAs, I'm just excited, man. Any involvement of activity of the team got me going, man. I just want to see them compete, man. I'm ready to see them boys. I'm ready for joint practices already. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
yeah.
The momentum that's building toward this season, it's like I just want to see them on the field. I want to see somebody get juked. I want to see Jahmyr Gibbs run by somebody. Trying to tackle them or trying to two-hand touch them, OTAs, man. I'm just ready to see it all, man. I want to see it all. Brand new socks and drawers, man. I want to see
it. I'm excited because we one more step closer to to the real thing, to football. But I don't really care too much. I'd like to hear the positives that come out of these types of things, and you kind of get a feel on who's at least got eyes on them, so How we just talked about Brodric Martin and stuff like his name came up a lot, so far, in these activities that we've been having. So, just to see, who name comes up, who's been doing all right and, stuff like that. But otherwise, I don't, it's workouts, but the excitement is building because we're getting closer and closer to that date, to that opening date versus the Chiefs, man.
Now, the phase 3 is the final. Once the phase 3 is over, like you said, the 4 weeks, which include 1 week of the mandatory mini camp, that will be the last time you see these guys until training camp starts. So, you're going to have that break in July, and then you'll see them report in August for training camp. So I am definitely excited for OTAs to get started and see, how the rookies are going to gel with the veterans. They worked out with them last week. They did the phase 2. But they were on the field catching passes, doing kind of individual drills. But, to see them compete, see who, it's still, underwear football, but because you're out there just in in shorts and, but it's one step closer to the real thing. So, it is what it is. Hey,
yes,
like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Be a part of the Prowl Nation family. Make sure you hang out with us on your favorite social media platforms, man. You got Facebook, definitely. We all have our own YouTube channels. We got Twitter and TikTok. And then you know what it is. Make sure you head over to my man LL's page, man, for Thursdays, man. Get it going over there on a Thursday, man. It be on and popping on that thing on Thursdays for Thursday, man. He gonna quench your thirst over there. And ladies, make sure you head over to his Instagram page for the link for the Tupperware t-shirt exchange. He got it popping over there, and make sure you get your recipes ready for that Tupperware t-shirt exchange. All right, man. Speaking of the man, the myth, the legend, LL, man, talk about what's going on with you today, man. What's your topic for today, my brother?
Well, seen the article. The headline was talking about which players that they're looking forward to coming back from injury. We have a few key players, some that they may have drafted players or signed players in their positions, but we do have our own guys coming back that I'm looking forward to. Some of the names include players like Tracy Walker, everybody's favorite injured guy, Levi, Big V, Emmanuel Mosley, J.O., Julian Okwara, and Charles Harris, just to name, there's more, but those are probably like the main contributors that I'm looking forward to come back. And for all of these guys for different reasons. In the article, they spoke about how they're looking forward to Tracy Walker coming back. I think that's going to be a big impact because now we got so many different pieces in the secondary. I'm not sure what his role might be. He might come back into that Deshaun Elliott role. He might be able to take his spot and push somebody to that Deshaun Elliott role. Or they might make a whole new position for him, place him in a whole other spot that he could probably shine in. So I don't know. I got big high hopes for Big V, of course, because the Big V is back. That solidifies our offensive line because that we still, at least in my mind, we still have a question at right guard. And then the guy who I'm probably most rooting for out of this group is Levi, of course, because same thing with Big V. If Big V can get it together, our offensive line is complete. If Levi is able to contribute, he offers what none of these other guys can offer, I don't think. Like he's different than Bugs. He's different than Brodric Martin. He's different than Ali McNeil. He'll be able to offer something. I'm not saying that, I don't know what's going to be for him, but I'm rooting for Levi, man. I really want to see him out there. If it don't work, then it don't work. But, that's the guy who I'm pulling for to make it. So if y'all want to answer the question, the rest of Prowl Nation, as well. If one of these guys that I mentioned, the other guys that I haven't mentioned yet, but who are y'all looking forward to coming back, or who are y'all looking forward to returning from injury this year?
Yeah, my answer is Tracy Walker. He's the captain of the Lions secondary. I want to see how he plays with the other veterans they brought in that's playing corner and may play some safety. There's some people that think he and Kirby Joseph are the same type of player. I don't think that's the case. I think Walker is definitely a better player in run support, and he's a better blitzer off the edge than Joseph. And he can play in the back end of the secondary, or he can play in the box. Because Walker, he's only got 3 career interceptions. Joseph got 4 in his rookie season. That's why I think that, you stick Joseph back there on the back end of the defense, and you let kind of Tracy Walker kind of roam around, and I like the fact that you can play him in the box. You know, he can play on the back end, but I like him better playing in the box. That's why I thought that he and Deshaun Elliott were the similar type of players, not him and Joseph. I think with the upgrades to the secondary, Walker will have a big impact in Aaron Glenn's scheme. So that's my guy. And just my thing, I know you guys are rooting for him. It's not a secret about how I feel about Levi Onwuzurike. As a person, I don't wish him any ill will or anything like that. The Lions have drafted his replacement 2 years in a row. Josh Pascal and Brodric Martin. They're prepared to move on from Levi Onwuzurike. If you look at this team and look at this regime, what's the thing that they're getting rid of each year? Players that cannot stay on the field.
Yeah.
They're getting rid of them. So you can't stay on the field, you won't be in Detroit, no matter if they drafted you or not. So I wish him all the way. I don't think he's going to be on this roster. That's just me. But I hope he can, get himself healthy so he can play somewhere else. So I don't think he's going to play in Detroit. I just don't. I
understand.
Josh Pascal and they've said your ass can't stay on the field, and then they re-signed Isaiah Buggs. The cupboard is full. He got a roll, brother. What you got? What you got, Coach Shells? Are you looking forward to coming back?
Right. Well, I don't care what Curt talking about. I'm most looking forward to Levi Onwuzurike coming back because outside of our DNs, Levi Onwuzurike is the highest drafted interior defensive tackle that we have, and Levi. Man, I'm just hoping that he can get on the field, man, because he offers so much more. He's such a polished tackle. There's nothing that you really gotta tweak about his game. Just let him unleash him, let him loose. So I'm hoping he can get back. I mean, he did play all 16 his rookie year. And then he sat out all of last year. So, I mean, it's going to tell right now. Really, I think by the end of camp, we're going to know if he can play or not and how durable he is. Because if he has to sit out any time because that back's starting to flare up, he's out of here. Yeah, he is out of here.
I've had the same back surgery that he had. I had spinal fusion too. And I'm like, there's no way in hell that, when – of course, my age, but to play a collision sport like football, I would never try to put my back through that just because of the fact that, hell, you got, I have rods and screws on my back, and I can imagine what that does for a guy with his size, his girth, and the colliding with people and what that back feels like. I don't, everybody's different. He's a lot younger than I am, but having a spinal fusion is a serious surgery. You look at Tiger Woods, he's had spinal fusion, and he has never been the same. His golf game has never been the same since he's had spinal fusion. Right. And we're excluding the car accident. So if it's hurt to play a sport like that, that's not nowhere near as far as a collision type of sport.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm also looking forward to Julian Okwara, because him and Levi are both on the same. They both on the same. We full now. It's full house. Y'all want to earn y'all way back, and so I want to see because Julian also offers the highest upside of of our linebacker DNs. Besides Hutch, and Houston, but he offers that versatility.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and that's another guy who we're gonna know about it in the camp.
Yeah, they on the same track, all right, out at Allen Park. All right, let's. All right, it's time to my favorite segment of the show. It's time to see what you had to say about the last show. It is time for the comment cards, baby. All right, my man JJ's up first. Says Pascal Harris and Okwara hasn't even played enough to be confident in keeping. Harris has a pretty juicy contract to help make room. McNeil, Buzz, Kaminsky, which one of them is better than Williams? Talking about Quentin Williams. None of them. We just have journeyman linemen other than Hutch and Houston listed as a linebacker. McNeil is pretty good. I ain't getting rid of McNeil at all. Not to make room for winning. That ain't gonna happen. But I would like to see them play together. But yeah, not
Right.
the comment, JJ.
Right. And some of those names, they don't play the same position at all. But, however, I'm guessing maybe new to the comment cards. I'm not sure. If you're not, welcome back. The Polo says, bro, Jets aren't trading for Rodgers and then trading away best player on team. They in win now mode. Why is this even a thing? There's no way Quentin Williams get traded unless it's like QB compensation, 3 first and 2 second round picks. You might be right about that. I do believe that the price is going to be high. I don't know if it's going to be that high, but I can answer you. Why is this even a thing? Because he said it's a thing. He wants out. He requested out. He did what all the new guys do. He removed all of the Jet stuff off of his social media and changed his bio to starting D tackle 4. ... So that's why it's a thing, because Quentin Williams said it's a thing. But if he come here or wherever, he wants out of New York. So we just want him here. Thanks for the comment, Polo.
Yeah, you luck, man. The NFL is so lucky the players don't have the freedom like the NBA. Ooh, they so lucky.
They be moving like it ain't nothing.
Yeah. Friend of the show, John Kappa, says 100% they should trade for Quinn Williams. And yeah, man. I mean, I would at least put out a little feeler if I was Brad Holmes, just to see what they want, and they probably do want back-to-back first-round picks and probably a second or a third-round pick package. But I would at least test it and see what they say.
Yeah, definitely. You kind of like put the feeler out. I feel you on that one. Dan Spanos, friend of the show and Wall of Fame member, says Quentin Williams would definitely make us a Super Bowl contender. I do whatever I needed to do to get him. Okay. I feel you, which is a lot of people are saying that, Dan. You ain't alone in that.
Yep. But I fall in line with this comment here. Hopefully this isn't Rob Parker from used to be on Channel 2 back in the day.
Oh no.
Because he's
the one
back in,
they used to be on ESPN and on Fox Sports.
Yeah, the one who's in the news again for Tom Brady comments. And I don't necessarily disagree, but what he said was crazy. But regardless, thank you for the comment. Our Rob P. But it says, I love the player, talking about Quentin Williams. I love the player, but I think the cost might be too high to take the deal. Maybe an Okoro brother, Trinity Benson, and maybe a late round pick. A lot of player contracts are coming up. I don't want to be in a position to not be able to re-sign our star players on the team. I feel that way. I don't know if they're necessarily, but there'll be stars in our system. And yeah, signing a player like Quentin Williams would mean some of these players ain't going to be here. So that's kind of how I feel with you on there, but I don't know. Maybe somebody could work it out, or maybe it's best that we get a player like him and lose some of the other players. I don't know.
I think really for me, the two players that would have had expiring contracts that were star players that would have needed to be re-signed in Detroit are no longer here, which would have been TJ Hockenson and DeAndre Swift. Both are gone.
Right. Now, you're gonna have McNeil coming up. You're gonna have Sewell coming up. You're gonna have St. Brown coming up. You're gonna have
you still got a couple, because they're only in their third. You got St. Brown coming up next year.
Yeah.
McNeil coming up because they're all in that same draft class.
Yeah.
Anzarike will not be re-signing here. He'll be.
You gonna stop hating on Levi, man. You better leave Levi alone.
Hey, Levi was up to that song, man. You know what he's doing? He's leaving on the midnight train. What you got, Mike?
Man, I don't know if he's new to the comment cards, but CJ Blevins says Brad Holmes needs to bring Quentin Williams to Detroit immediately. I'm tired of seeing my hometown Lions lose. He's worth the money and draft capital. I've seen this guy play in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He's a beast on the field. A first and a third should get the deal done. Man, if that, okay, I'm gonna diagnose this real quick. If a first and a third is all we need to get Quentin Williams, then I'm saying let's get Quentin Williams in right now, today. Let's go and get it. Man, just digesting that, man. Man, CJ, I'm with you, man. But if it's worth, if it's giving up a lot to get him, then we can't get him because our team is intact, and I feel like we have enough to compete, man. If we gotta lose any piece, any key pieces to contribute, then I just wouldn't do it, man. Yeah, man. Dang, that first and third though, I'm like, man, come on, Quentin.
I'm cool with the first and third. It's just the fact that he probably gonna want like 25 mil a year. That's
Right.
a lot. That's a whole lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we get rid of Goff,
the salary cap is going to go up. So there's a way to work around that. There's a,
Yeah.
I mean,
And Goff might be
they'll
coming
work
off the book
around.
soon.
They'll work
and
around.
then Hooker on that fast track.
Yeah, okay. I don't see that. I don't see that, but we'll see. All right, man. Thank you guys for checking us out right here in the Detroit Lions on the Prowl. We appreciate you leaving the comments in the comment section. You know who it is, how we do it. Answer the family discussion topic or any of the topics that we've discussed on today's show, and leave a comment in the comment section of the video. And we pick 6 of those things to read on the next recorded show. Now it is time for everyone else's favorite segment, is Dessert with your man Curt, brought to you by Delightful Bites, custom cookies and desserts for any occasion. If you like how they look, you will love how they taste. Head over to the Facebook and the link in the description to get yourself some Delightful Bites. If you don't do the Facebook thing, go over to TikTok or Instagram, type in Delightful Bites 18 and see all that beautiful dessert footage. Delightful Bites, get your cookie on. All right, the Detroit Lions PR department was voted best in the NFL and got the Pete Rozelle Award from the Pro Football Writers of America. So what does that entail, Curt? So why did they get that award? Real simple, right? The Pete Rozelle Award is given to the NFL clubs whose public relations staff consistently strives to for excellence in dealing with its relationships with the media. Now, this is a big turnaround for the Lions under Dan Campbell, much to the chagrin of Pat McAfee, who was crying last year because he couldn't get an interview with Dan Campbell. It just wasn't on the schedule. But they strive to have good relations with the media, and that's a big change over from the previous regime, who we are. If you don't know, a lot of the people I know that are credentialed writers and staff over there that write for different publications said that the previous regime treated them like a nuisance, put them on the other side of the field, put them far away from practice, like they were just a nuisance to that staff. And when Dan Campbell and Brad Holmes took over, they welcomed the media in and they treat them very well, and the relationship with them has improved. And you see, it had to improve for them to receive the 2023 Pete Rozelle Award from the Pro Football Writers Association, Pro Football Writers of America. And not only because they were finalists last year, and they won it this year. So Amon Reynolds and his staff over there at Detroit Lions Public Relations Department and their football communication staff, congratulations. That's a big win for you guys. You look at how this is another thing where you have the imprint of a Sheila Hamp, how she has really transformed the Lions as an organization. You know, they wouldn't have won this award under the previous regime. So congratulations to the Lions PR staff. And, you know, we appreciate you, what is going on with that over there in the Lions organization. Now it is time to take that quick walk on over to the Wall of Fame, baby. First up, we got my man, Marcus King. He's the king of everything. He's the everything king. We got the Latino Leo, George Eagle, Sage Roberts, Rich Beans in the house, Dan Spanos. We just sell him in the comment cards as well. Jason Portis, and we on top dope 100. All right, silver members, we got my man Cap Ice Cold, John Martin, Mr. Scotty the Bear, the freshman, the guests, and all that. What's up, Frenchie? And my man Big Dale in the building. For our gold members, we got Mr. Reliable Michael Huck. We got Turner Burley. That guy has an interesting story, man. Ever want to talk to Turner Burley, man, hit him up on Facebook, man. That's a great dude. My man, Mr. Rough and Raw himself, North End Kent, Michael Lewis, Nicole, or you know her as Lionel of Douchebagia, Dominic Davis, Paul Jarose, the Jazzy One, the tornado blowing in from Utah, and the Doctor. Dr. Detroit, he is always in. To become a member of the Wall of Fame, click that join now button in the description. Now it's time for final thoughts for this show on a great Monday, starting the week off right. My man, LL, what you got, my guy?
Man, it's Monday. Have a great day. Have a great start to your week. Have a great rest of your week. And 1 week from today, you get a free day off of work. So there it is.
True that. True that.
Oh yeah, Memorial.
Yeah. I just like to say, man, this is a happy Monday. It's a great start to the week. I'm excited because we're getting closer to the football season, which means I'm ramped up. I'm about to be back in Coach Jones mode real soon. And we actually got a bombshell, man. We actually will be playing an undefeated team from a season ago, first game of the season. That's we on that same track as the Lions, man. Yeah, we got 9-0 to Tecumseh, who they actually lost the second game in the playoffs, but they finished the season 9-0. And they coming to Jackson, man. First game of the season, man. So come on with your funky self. We ready.
All right. For me, it is Monday, man. I announced it on Friday on Free for All Friday, but I talked about it earlier in the show. I got a new job as a contributor, Detroit Lions contributor, freelance contributor over at yardbarker.com. So I'll be posting articles over there as well. So it won't be the same content that you will see from Curt Steele on any other platform. So you will see different content over on Sideline and you will see different content on Yardbarker. So make sure you check me out, yardbarker.com, man, and sidelinereport.com. So got some stuff going on over there. So make sure you check us out over there on both of those platforms. We got some interesting content coming up, man. Sport, especially with what's going on right now. OTAs are starting. You know, as we get closer to the season, you'll see more and more content from your man Curt Steele over all those platforms, man. Make sure you check out curtsteele.com, man, because you know it's just like that, man. I got a little stuff going on everywhere, man. I will pop up on your YouTube channel as well. So don't be surprised if you see me pop up anywhere, everywhere that Detroit Lions news is rumors is happening. Man, it's Monday. The grind starts today. So make sure you're going to work with a positive attitude, man, and give a positive word to someone, man. You never know how a positive word can change the day, the week, the year, the life of someone that you work with, man. You never know how that one positive comment can change someone's day. But all that being said, man, hey, you know what you got to do for your Curt Steele, man. You got to wipe them crumbs off your face because you ate left with us right here. Finish your drink and get back to work, baby. And whatever you're doing in life, you got stuff. Boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you that you can be. For my fellas, LL and Coach Mike Jones, this is Curt Steele, and we will holler at you real soon. We love you, Jim. Stay cool, baby.